Good morning. It's not raining. It rained all night long. Maybe not all night, but every time I woke up it was raining. I sure do enjoy hammocking in the rain. It's amazing what you can accomplish without getting out of bed. And if you get out of bed, you can accomplish even more. It's just very different from a tent where you're very limited of what you can do inside the tent. You can't have a fire inside a tent. You really shouldn't have a fire inside a tent. But yeah, I made soup, I made dinner, I made coffee this morning. Pretty much all of that while laying in bed. I had to sit up to eat the soup. I couldn't quite work out the angle of trying to spoon the soup into my mouth without sitting up. But no, dinner I sat up for too. Here, look at the pretty trail. Well, it's an ATV trail anyway. But it's not deep grass, so we're happy about that. Just pat my pockets really quick and make sure everything's here. I always think I've left something behind. Almost left a water bag in the tree. I was thinking about how I hadn't left anything behind the whole trip, and then I looked up and I saw the dirty water bag hanging in the tree from last night, and I was like, oh. This is exciting. We're going to Canada. Have to let us in. I've got my documents. I've got my proof of financial stability. I don't know what good money's going to do me on this trail, but I know they'll ask me. You don't want any deadbeats. Yeah, I don't know which is scarier, trying to cross into Canada or trying to get back out. I've got a full box of food right now. But later. I'll be looking forward to getting to Stratton, I'm pretty sure. That dinner the other night spoiled me. Now I'm thinking, I want real food. Fancy food. Oh, holy cow, was that a good dinner. No, I was really impressed with the emotions that the chef could evoke with his food. Because the lobster ravioli almost moved me to cry. And there was a fabulous seared tuna that really made me giggle. It was really delicious. Fun flavors. Ah, yeah, so I had a bag of Mountain House for dinner last night and a bag of granola for breakfast. And yeah, I got 6 more of each. That's what I'll be living on. But a man can remember a good meal and dream of the next one. I have heard that Sophie's Lane was mown from top to bottom, so at least it won't be hip deep. I don't know how much it's grown back since it was cut. This is the growing season. But if we could avoid the full boots we had yesterday. There were some patches earlier that got them going, and then that last half mile of deep grass just filled the boots. It's the socks. They suck it up and pull it down. But when I got to camp, I was wringing them out. The socks were bad. But there wasn't water pouring out of the boots, so it wasn't like last year. All right, enough babbling for me walking down the road. There's going to be some pretty stuff out there today. And then there's going to be Canada, where I don't know what the heck we're going to see out there. It looks like maybe it's a road walk kind of to start. I'm seeing really straight lines. And then we've got an optional mountain. We'll see what time it is when we get over there. We may take a shortcut to the shelter. We may go over the top of the mountain. Not used to having options, but today it's an adventure. We'll see how it goes. Third Connecticut, almost Canada. Yeah, it's a nice spot. I have to go, but hard to beat them birds though. So we've made it to the border. Technically, we've got to go up there to Fourth Connecticut Lake. I'm certainly willing to give it a try. But if this grass is really wet and deep, I'm turning around. Because, yeah, it's raining. This trail is pretty dangerous as it is. But if it's full of deep grass, yeah, I apologize to all of the purists out there. I'm going to do what I can. But we'll see what happens. Well, I made it up the scary slabs. So now I'm pretty much committed. It'll be soggy out here, but the grass was cut recently enough that I'm only kind of pretty soggy. But I'm not like flooding out yet. Stay hopeful. I don't know what those Canadian trails are going to look like. They could be beautiful or they could be terrible. We have no idea what to expect. This I know will be beautiful and soggy and slippery. So I'll take my time despite the fact that I would love to go, but yeah. Some of these spots are a little slippery when it's not raining. But today, yeah, it's a beautiful little trail, and I'm really gonna miss it when they make the new one. But I hear they're gonna cut one from back there on Sophie's Lane, somewhere this side of 3rd Connecticut, that'll go directly up, and so you don't have to come up here and hike on this stuff. It'll be a forest trail. I'm sure it'll be easy and wonderful with a moving carpet and refreshments. No, it just won't have these rocky slab things that are a little dangerous for going up and down in the rain. Especially if you've hiked 170 miles or if it's your first mile on trail. Think if you were starting the trail today, and I have started like this. You come out here and you've got to hike on this. And then if Sophie's Lane hasn't been mown, you're wading through hip-deep grass the whole way. Oh man, yeah, those were tough years. Not like this year. Everything's been easy. All right, I gotta go. It's raining. There we are. 4th Connecticut. It's raining, as you may have noticed. We survived the climb in. I don't know if we'll survive the climb out. But I believe we're due to go clockwise this year. I try to go the opposite direction every year, just so I don't get dizzy. I believe we went the other way last year. We'll go this way. I won't take you all the way around the loop. I have to go very, very slowly. There's lots of these slippery roots. A few mud patches. Yeah, let's do this thing. There it is. Connecticut River. We needed a bridge the last few times we crossed it, but today I think we can make it across on those rocks. Just gotta start somewhere. To the sea. And it ends as it started, in the rain. Only fitting. We're closing the loop. And that's it. We've reached the end. Everybody can go home. See you at the wrap party. Good job. Wait, what? Canada? Maine? New Hampshire? 26 more days? Okay. Back to work, everybody. So I was wondering, if you're going to do a yo-yo, does it mean you got to do 2 laps around this lake? I think so. If I had to do this one, you got to do it twice if you're doing a yo-yo. I didn't have to do this. Nobody made me. I chose to do it. I don't know why. My feet are really wet now. They would have been much better if I would have just gone into Canada. Everything's better in Canada. You'll see. Well, I gotta go up this hill, so. And then I gotta go down all those other ones, so. If I survive, I'll see you somewhere in the Canadian area. Now we've done it. We survived the cliffs of doom. We only had one minor slip out there. I was very happy to not die. Here we are. The 1842 boundary. It's pretty serious. Oh, hi.
Are you going to be hiking into Canada now, or are you headed back south?
I'm headed to Canada. I'm headed to Maine.
Okay, so through Maine, but through Canada?
Yeah, I'm taking their border trail.
Got you. All right, so you got passports and all
I
that?
got my passport.
Did you come up the Cohos Trail?
I did.
I thought you came out that way.
No, I came up.
Where have you been hiking from?
What's that?
How far have you been hiking from?
Border patrol wanted to make sure I knew what I was doing. I don't claim to know what I'm doing, but we're going to Canada. Yes, those are my feet you can hear. I'm walking on pavement, so all that squishes inside. Those nature conservative people, they don't believe in killing the vegetation along their trail. Ooh, flashing lights. Stop, stop. I think I may have triggered a motion detector. I don't think those were on before. Well, we'll be polite and put away our camera. I don't want to scare anybody. They lifted the gate for me. I've officially been allowed to enter Canada. Very excited. What happens next? I don't know, we have to see. Everything's in French. It's raining in Canada too. What she was. I think we'll be consulting our GPS on a regular basis. think this is where it's supposed to turn. I'll let you know. Well, we've learned a valuable lesson today. Apparently, in French Canadian, the words private property, no trespassing, mean go this way. I mistakenly assumed that the gate that said private property, no trespassing meant don't go that way. Made my turn apparently early. Wandered the wilderness for 40 days and 40 nights on logging trails that eventually disappeared. And then I decided, you know, maybe I'll just bushwhack over there where the trail might be. Very wet. That was way more than waist deep grass. Logging trails, creeks. Water means nothing at this point. I can't get wetter. But I'm still using the umbrella because, well, my head is nice and dry. Just the rest of my body is soaking wet. So yeah, that's put us behind pace a little bit here today. We're gonna toddle on this for a while and toddle on the next thing we find, and hopefully at some point we're gonna find an actual trail, and then maybe we're gonna try following that. But so far, the experience has not been joyful. I don't think they should advertise this as a trail and not put up any signs, blazes, anything. There's just no clue as to what is or isn't the trail. And the GPS map, well, my little dot was not on the trail. So I just assumed they didn't know where the trail was. That's why I thought I was supposed to turn early. But apparently, bitch, I was supposed to go through the gate that said don't go here. Danger, tigers. I don't. The plan now, I believe, will be not to climb Salmon Mountain. And we will look to see if we can find the shortcut trail that will get us to camp sooner rather than later. Cause, oh baby, I got a lot of water in my boots. And I'm a little kinky. I don't know if you can tell. Thankfully, I'm not the sort to panic when I get lost in the wilderness because I do it on such a regular basis. But I guess I should be lucky I didn't have a partner. They'd be really mad at me for leading them into the wilderness. It's one of the advantages of going alone. The red triangle. I wonder if that blazes for us. Could be. It's supposed to be following Red Trail. I don't know. I hope we can get past that tree. And then we'll worry about what comes next. I'll see you later. Maybe I'll binge some more. Well, we got off the main highway on a blue blazed side trail. Theoretically, it'll take us to another blue blazed side trail that will take us to the shelter. It's a little slow going because it's not much of a trail. We've got these beautiful little blazes they put on the trees that are triangular shaped and kind of point you where the trail's going to go. They're easy to see. There's also a lot of flagging from when they built the trail still out here. Oh, they've got raspberries though. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I would like to be there now, but we're not, so what we're gonna do is keep walking until we are. I'm hoping the intersection will be noticeable. Because if it's just blue blazes and no signs, I won't really necessarily notice the turn. On a trail like this, you don't see an intersection. You're just watching your feet. We'll see how it goes. I want my soup. I want to take off my wet pants. But they're getting wetter. Wetter.
Look at that nice bridge. Not sure if that's an old truck frame or what they're using here for the support. It's pretty solid. I'm not going to bounce on it. Nice little brook. Yeah, keep looking, find a little more trail. Walk that, find a little more trail. It's beautiful, but it's definitely not a high-speed trail. You gotta watch the terrain, certainly in this wet. I don't think I'm gonna fit through there with my umbrella. Oh well. So we gotta go back.
Hey, sorry. Forgot all about you. I, for the life of me, could not find that camp. I don't know if I walked past it on that side trail or what. I've just camped next to the trail. I found water. I found. If the map electronically says shelter, but I don't know. I looked all over. I didn't see any shelter. I may have walked past it. I had the umbrella up. That cuts off a lot of my vision. But yeah, I didn't see anything. So I made camp and the sun came. It's probably a lot of sun wherever that shelter is too. It's a big nice clearing. Could be dry. No, it's gonna be fine. I'm pretty sure we're going up that way on the trail tomorrow. So I have a vague idea of where we're going. We're back on the red triangles. I don't know how far we're going. I haven't looked at any of that stuff yet. But I got a bag of lasagna that's soaking. I'm pretty excited about that. I'm pretty excited to see the sun. It's been a few days. I think tomorrow's going to be a sunny day. So I'm going to put on dry socks and see how it goes. No, I'm going to give it a shot. I think tomorrow's supposed to be sunny, last I saw. I have to be careful. There was a sign that said there could be bears. I don't actually think there's going to be a bear. But when you see a sign, I think that's what it said. I don't know, I don't speak French. Well, I don't know a lot to say because I was cussing a lot earlier and now I'm quiet. But yeah, that's a lot of trouble out there today. Between the trail not being where I thought it was and then the shelter not being where I thought. I think I'm in Canada. That's all I can tell you. None of it makes any sense to me anymore. I can't explain it. I'm not responsible. I refuse to be responsible.
Hi. This is a big squirrel. Hi. Gonna be on TV. You don't think I should be here? Où est le shelter? Well, we're gonna have trouble, clearly. He seems very aggressive. Help. Oh, it's gonna be a long night and an early morning. Yeah, that's the sort of squirrel that goes off at dawn. Hold on. I'm gonna say goodnight, or night-night as we say, in this beautiful dappled sunlight. Day 17 comes to a close. I don't like the looks of that squirrel. I don't know what to tell you. It's Canada. But tomorrow's gonna be a better day. That's what we're saying. The sun's coming out. The birds will sing. I don't know what to tell you.